Liberia, the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, which is a very serious core civil society partner with us. And we are happy about this collaboration because as we began on the campaign, all of these institutions to celebrate our greatness, but yet talk a bit about how do we build role models in the country. And in a country where we talk, everything we want to talk is about corruption, corruption, corruption. And we find one serious lie. I just want to express it. But before I come to the core of this, I want to say that we also have targeted icons in the room. Assistant Commissioner Ford, Samuel Ford is in the room. I just want to give him a round of applause for his good work. He's from the Liberia National Police. And also we have Colonel Ramsey, Alfonso Ramsey, he's from the Liberia Drug Enforcement. And also we have two of our judges from this year, and one is from last year, Mr. Abayomi Cole and we want to say to all of you and also to our partner from the LERT, I want to say thank you for coming, and to all of you media practitioners. But I also want to go on the high table to say to Councilor Martin, thanks for the work in the NCC, and also to Anderson, thanks. But then in the middle we have our representative from District 6, Member County, Honorable Tolue. Thank you for being here and thank you for the good things that all of us are doing. To our celebrant, the purpose for this program is basically how do we as a country, the underlying postulate to accountability labs campaign and to all of the work that we're doing in this country as civil society is that there are good people in this country and bad people. The only thing that we all need to do is when we find those good people, let's celebrate and showcase them to the world that we are a good group of people, and when we find one, we celebrate. Emmanuel, we want to say thank you for living a life, but it's not just about Emmanuel, it's about the parents as well. And this should be a conversation that happens in homes, that happens in schools. And this conversation should not just stop in homes and schools. It should come to the national stage, that we're not just celebrating for just 2 weeks like the normal Liberian conversation, but that this become a deepening conversation that we are teaching our children in high schools, in elementary school, preschools, and take away janitors from school. Let these children have earlier responsibilities that we can build integrity in them. Let's discourage lies of all kinds from our kids, from our homes. Another thing I want to say, because I know there's the time that I have, I want to say thanks to the President for the kind gesture. But I want to speak more to the Liberian government and to the EU and to all of our the USAID and other people. There's one thing we need to do. It's not just celebrating and giving the young men awards and other things. I think we need to build something that we can refer to this and refer to it as a movement. With throughout the country, it could be maybe a hospital, maybe a school, maybe something. We need to symbolize this so that it becomes a conversation that we all shall leave this space. When others shall come, they can refer to that and say, this thing happened. This has been a global news. But how do we nationalize this and make it something that becomes a role model? The purpose of this program is to show an initial gratitude from us as the three partnering institutions and also our partners in the room, that your goodness, your integrity, we recognize it, and we will be celebrating. We don't have money to give you, but one thing I know that we can give is that when we give our awards are meaningful awards. So we want to say our integrity icon program is not for people that are not in government, but we are going to be recognizing, especially in December, with a special integrity icons award that we can show to the country that even as young people, we can celebrate them when they do right. Let's make celebration in this country a good thing. Let's celebrate goodness. Thank you. Let this program become something that all of us can celebrate. And I'm very grateful. And I'm appreciative that we have the president in the room and all of you media practitioners. Let's create some time in our media spaces to talk more about accountability and how we deepen the teaching of accountability to ourselves and be the message you preach. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Quick would like to call Mr. Anderson Yemen, the Executive Director for the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, for a special remark.
Good morning. Kindly allow me to stand on existing rules. I'm excited, just as Lauren and the rest of you are, to be here. This is what I call an unusual event. Unusual in the sense that many of the events we've had over time at Center, at LACC, at Accountability Lab, and many of the other institutions that for governance and accountability and transparency work have been around advocating, building capacity, launching reports, critical or favorable to the regime, and different other things. This one is unique and unusual because we're here to celebrate. And Lauren spoke very well about what has happened, what Emmanuel has done, and what we all need to copy from what he's done. I'd like to say that there are many Emmanuels out there. So he's just an example of the many other persons out there with integrity, even in government, private sector, outside of government, in the media, in the communities that do very great jobs. But today is the day, Emmanuel. We'd like to say thank you for what you've done. At the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, people usually accuse us of being critical of the government or the system, but we have another side, and that side is what we're showcasing here today, partnering with the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission and Accountability Lab, Liberia. The side of the fight against corruption that focuses on prosecution is very expensive. Our colleague here, the chairperson of the LCC, can speak more to that. And so when things like this happen, especially on the side of prevention, that tends to set an example, a very good example for many other persons out there to emulate, we're really excited. And so, on behalf of the team at Center, our goal, of course, not authorized to speak for and on behalf of the National Integrity Forum, but I assume that the membership of the National Integrity Forum, which is a platform or a conglomerate of government, civil society, and other institutions that are in or directly engaged with the fight against corruption, I'd like to say we are grateful to you, to not just Emmanuel, but to his family for the upbringing. Yes, there's a tendency to look at what he has done, but what he has done didn't happen just around the time he found out. It is something that has been, he's been nurtured to do over time. And so, in closing, I'd like to say thank you to all of you for coming. Let's celebrate what Emmanuel has done and what many other Emmanuels out there are doing. Together, we can make Liberia a better place. We can make it easy for the LSCC if we have integrity, if we live lives of integrity, and if we do the right thing. If the LSCC, the Ministry of Justice, and the rest of the people will not have to spend a lot of money to do prosecution, when things will be easy or things will be very easy if we can exhibit high levels of integrity just as Emmanuel has done by returning the money in question. Thank you. Let's have a good program.
Thank you very much. Quickly, we will have presentation of certificate of honor, which will be done by Councilor Emmanuel Martin, the executive chairperson.
I'm a representative of District Number 6, Liberia County, representative of Tolue, Ms. Lauren Gilbert, Country Director of Accountability Lab, Liberia. Mr. Anderson Mammy, Executive Director, Center for Transparency and Accountability. Our honorary icon of integrity, other honorary here present, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasing honor and duty to be part of this all-important program. Are you aware that accountability, transparency, and integrity building is the hallmark of the LCC in conjunction with other integrity institutions in our country? And we are so happy that we have someone of this integrity stated by you. It can be recalled when the information was received by the LCC. We were so impressed. And I think second to release our press statement commending Emmanuel for the initiative and the action to have and the amount of that nature returned is rightful. We think that the decision was not only a decision of Emmanuel, but it was a decision that emanated from the parental background. It shows that the home and the parents from where Emmanuel comes from, they are disciplined. And in building integrity, you have to look at discipline. Discipline is one of the cornerstones, one of the elements of building integrity. If you are not disciplined, you will not have integrity. And we want to commend the parents for the discipline that they have placed within Emmanuel, that today Emmanuel has come up to build of such integrity. The first thing here is that after we saw such an amount of money, what came to the man was fear. The fear of God. There's a need that this person suffer for their amount of money, and the need that we should return this money to that person. The fear of God was given, and discipline was also given. So we are happy for that. And we talk with his uncle, Councillor Singh. We'll be talking to the parents and other integrity institutions that the LCC will use Emmanuel, but we want to go through all the legal ramifications. The LCC intends to use Emmanuel as a symbol of integrity. And it just coincides with our decentralization plan, like discussed with that with Mr. Anderson. That first of its kind after the establishment of the LCC in 2008, our law called for the decentralization of the LCC. But LCC is only stationed in Monrovia. So our 2022 budget projection is that we have decided to build the first hub in that will be stationed in Bone County, or Nima County, Bone County, and Lofa County. Will be the first 3 counties of our target to have the LCC decentralized counties. And it's so good that Emmanuel from Lima, so that is a good sign that our initiative and our launching exercise will be done at that level. We want to say that we are happy. We will work with Emmanuel, we will work with other integrity institutions to make sure that what Emmanuel has done will not only be the last, As Mr. Anderson said, we need more Emmanuel. We need more Emmanuel in the country. Let people act like Emmanuel. Let people be honest. That if you have public property and public money, use it wisely and use it for the purpose and intent for which you are getting it. It's not only finding money, but the usage of public money. People should learn to account. People should learn to be trusted. And people should learn to report. People should learn to be transparent. So on this note, I want to say that we're happy to be here. And on behalf of the LACC, I want to read a quick stuff. On behalf of the LACC, Accountability Lab, and Central, Emmanuel want to say congratulations for the initiative and for the record that you have set for yourself, for your family, and for our country. We are so proud of you, and this is not the last. We'll make sure that what you have done will be sustained. Will be sustained to the extent that we go down the line, will become years to come, that this country will make use of your example. That we will learn from your example, government institutions will learn from your example, business houses will learn from your example, private individuals will learn from your example. I want to congratulate you for your effort and for your integrity. I want to say that God bless you and make us. On behalf of the integrity institution in this country, I want to present this certificate to you for the integrity you have demonstrated as a young man. Congratulations.
Can we get your hand
Thank you very much.
But we also realized that 2 other persons were a part of this, and the team has decided to certificate them. These are not here, but the representatives want to receive the certificate from them now.
So just quickly, before, so there were 2 ladies on the back with Emmanuel from money, and these 2 ladies were Felicia and Orita. So as a way of appreciating with them, Emmanuel faith, but I mean, in conversation with the lawmaker, we got to know that these 2 ladies were on the back, and we want to say thanks to Emmanuel, and also thanks to them, and the teamwork is also a good thing too. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we clap? Thank you. Also, if you are not an official media person, can you please allow the official people to be able to get videos and take their photos, please? Please. Thank you very much. I would like to call the National Executive Forum for a
Okay, kindly allow me to stand on existing protocols. Pardon on behalf of the chairperson of the National Executive Forum, we want to extend our thanks and appreciation for the Emmanuel. I mean, what you have done or what you have demonstrated as a young person is classical. You don't find many young persons in Liberia to do what you do. So we are moved by your action and we feel encouraged by your action to do more. So again, on behalf of the National Executive Forum, we want to say thank you, we want to appreciate your effort, and don't let this overwhelm you. This is just in the beginning. We want to see more of you. Don't feel like the accolades are too much so you will grow big. Maintain your status, and let's make sure that the Emmanuel we are seeing today will be the Emmanuel we see tomorrow. So for on behalf of the Executive Forum, we want to say thank you, and we hope that we continue to progress in this direction. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we go further, we would like to take a musical break. Our integrity icon song and the performance will be done by Henry and Mason Tool, our typical accountability ambassador. Accountability ambassador.
Well, all people was there. I'm going to be doing a short performance. But first, let me start like this. Yeah, it's a charity begins at home in your community. In you work it. You see, all the programs you want to take, as small as any program for filling. Maybe we talk together about the summer. You just people that tell all the go back to. Yeah, we all have transportation presses of our drivers and paper routers and other children job. Johnny many cases for you as a liberty. Look at the family closing down the penalty. You say you super trust you might rapid no trust. How can you get integrity in society? Eh? Where are integrity? Tell me whether integrity will not have a very community in the West. Then a liberty charity. Show me the way to break this fight. Show me the way. What is it for the suffering of the Let's yeah. You need to feel. You need to see. It's not like so vicious. People don't know where I will. You need to feel. You need to see. It's not like so vicious. People don't know where I will. Generation with integrity. Regress the generation with honesty. If you believe in possibility, show you what's wrong. If you believe in transparency, show you what's wrong. We're looking for that person with trust. We're looking for that person to stay on the job. We're looking for that person that will fill up the room because corruption killing us. You will yeah. Once you do that great job, you will be recognized. We're gonna break teams, celebrate teams, we don't have that position, we're gonna find all to the right things. I know sometimes I really wanna what it means. Don't be deterred, keep on the focus, the country is proud, for the efforts. Be the ones that are time to that on the road, you guys will follow. Now when the country is for you, for right, you with the country, take it out. You need to think, you don't need to shit. Let's walk away from vicious, keep on the way that way. You need to think. You don't need to shake. Let's walk away from vicious. People that move without way will make the change. Regress the generation with integrity. Regress the generation with honesty. If you believe in the possibility, show you what's wrong. If you believe in transparency, show you what's wrong.
Okay, so now we'd like to hear from our honoree, Emmanuel. What's Mr. Emmanuel?
Good morning. I'm so happy for this.
say, oh, but thank you. Like them, thank you. Our honorable Manipura, my uncle, thank you. I'm so happy for it. I'm very, very happy because the town started a friend of working out. I hope you and I will not go nowhere but go there somewhere. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel. We have the next one. Representative Tolue, District Number 6,
Thank you. I would love to stand on this protocol with some special recognitions. We want to recognize and say thank you to the head of the LACC and all of our faculty institutions here, and a special one to the Center and the Accountability Lab Liberia. On behalf of the people of the District of 6 in my country, we want to say a very big thank you for such honor and recognition. We also bring greetings from the Nima Legislative Cutoff, headed by Senator Frank Johnson. We have acknowledged all of them going on, everything, especially when initiated by the President of the Republic of Liberia. Like Emmanuel just said, when this started, no one knew that he would have lost such recognition or honor, but yet we are today. And it makes one proud as a county. Everyone in this country, and even outside, know where Nima has come from. We are now in a situation where more often you will hear Nima in other companies, not knowing what Nima stands for. But today, to get if not the biggest, or one of the biggest icon of integrity within our country coming from Nima, I think that's one of it just covered every other thing that you might have heard from Nima company. So we just want to say thank you to another president and every one of you that are giving all this recognition. When the previous speakers were speaking, two things they mentioned that caught my attention. So you talk about how we need to get more Emmanuel that are in the community, and Senator also spoke about that. And I know the council also spoke about how can we sustain the process. If before me yesterday on ELBC, I made mention of all these things. Say that we will not know it or we got our part, our child, our son has done the best. How can every one of us, as leaders of this country, play our respective roles in guiding the state, in bringing out all of the other Emmanuel within our communities? We will be counting on you, the LACC. Accountability Lab Liberia, every one of you, all of the private institutions within our country. You might not have the financial means to do it, as you said, but we will be counting on you. You will open doors for Emmanuel. You will open doors for the other Emmanuel in your community that are yet to be seen. I know within your institutions you have some programs that will support the initiative. Let's work together on this. Like Emmanuel said, we have so many people, colleagues out there who run Saga. He said, "Come to Nairobi and start walking." I mean, how can we address it? It's a lot of things that impact everyone of us. How to even manage Emmanuel properly so that he can go back in the community and allow peer pressure to take him away. It also rests on our shoulders. We have a lot to do. He might have done his part. The world is looking at him, especially me. They're going to say, when this happened, who was the leader then within the history? It will come over to you at the national level. When this happened, who was the boss of LCC? Come up at the back. Every one of us now, I want to use to give mention. So it's time that we all work together to make this time to produce hundreds of Emmanuel that you said. Thank you. We appreciate everything. And quickly before I take my seat, the recognition of the two ladies is something that we really must appreciate for. Because when Emmanuel did this, when he handed the money to them, if they are not being sincere, if they are not being authentic also, they would have told him, Emmanuel, don't talk, let's go. But because of that sincerity in them, they also help to showcase Emmanuel to them. So we just want to say thank you for the recognition and honor as well. Thank you so much. God bless you.
That's the voice of Lima County District Number 6 Representative Tolue.
We will have a statement from one of our executive items. Integrity icon winners.
All protocol observed. To the Honorable Emmanuel, today is another great day again. You have won your stride because you have proven that you are a man of integrity. And this what happened, like I said, it starts from the home from your parents who have brought you up this far. And today, you have been recognized not only nationally, but also internationally. This is just an example for every one of us who are integrity icons, that we should continue to do the very best that we are ought to be in society, in making sure that we account for everything that we do in our job, in our various institution. Looking at the society today where we have a strong economy, for this little man to be able to find such a huge amount of money, and he said something that there have been more than people who have integrity, they are always more than, they are always enforced in various institutions. So we need to build an island of integrity in the sea of corruption in every institution that we have. And by so doing, I want to first thank the integrity institution, Mr. Yelu, the LSCC, and Center, and also the representative. He said something that we should not do that as we are celebrating it, we also need to symbolize this particular honor. And we said that to make this more important in our society for all to follow suit, all icons need to be placed at every available and strategic location within the corner of the place. So as to get a sense of belonging, so just use this and return to the Liberia and then opposing anti-corruption and integrity. And we will look at the participants, all the participants for Africa, and say, why we don't have people for Europe and America? So it tells us something that there's a problem that we have. And how can we solve the problem? Is by earmarking and identifying people of reference of integrity in our very institution. And today, Emmanuel has just proved this. I also want to take this time to thank His Excellency for also saying call to be able to recognize this special honor of our honorary. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, the issue of integrity is everyone's business. Once we find ourselves in other institutions, we fight for social change and justice in our institution and the integrity institution. We ought to be able to do our utmost best because we know what corruption did to this country. If we go to Palestine, our several countries, one of the main causes of the civil conflict in the period was the cause of corruption. So we continue to fight corruption in our country and we continue to recognize people who are of great integrity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Paul. We will take a brief statement from one of our executive icon judges. I like that. Let me recognize special distinguished personalities here in our midst. And I would like to specifically recognize the icons of 2019 as well as 2020 and our incoming icons of 2021, which Emmanuel, being an astute, well-mannered young man, is joining. When the information got in the airwaves, I called Mr. Yellows and I was like, we've passed the judgment stage. We've already nominated our icons that should be going through the process for this year. There is a young man who is not from public service, but he is from a critical part of our society that we should not let this lie. And of course, for the cause of the general statement that to every rule there is an exception, and this exception is not an ordinary one. It is an exemplary one. So we stand here as judges to say, though we judge integrity icons who are nominated from public services, but we want to say from that sector of which you come from, which all of us know is a highly challenged sector. We want to recognize you today and we want to say congratulations to you and to your entire generation. May your family who have brought you to this way of life, who have taught you, continue to be with you. And may God who gave you that heart to know that what doesn't belong to you doesn't belong to you. And in one of your statements on the radio, in one of your interviews, you said, I want to be rich, but I want to enjoy the riches that I labor for, not the one that someone else labor. May the God who called you to this and gave you this wisdom continue to guide you. Let me say thank you on behalf of the judges, to all of our integrity institutions and to all of our integrity icons across the country. We also share your concerns, and after our judging process this year, those are some of the recommendations that we made. It is okay to have all of the billboards that we have around the country that advertises many and different other things, but I think advertising our integrity outcomes are important, and it shouldn't be limited just to the capital city. It should be all across the length and breadth. And we should also remember, all of us here today, that integrity is doing the right thing when no one is absolutely watching. Thank you. Thank you. We will now take our third thanks. And this will be done by the Vice President of the Press Union of Liberia, Mr. Emmanuel.
Thank you. Honorable Tom Deacon, representing Liberia County, Mr. Martin, hello, Mr. Martin. According to the appropriate. Executive Chairperson, my Bureau of Corruption Commission. Mr. Lawrence Gilu, Councilor Law. Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. Top. My fellow colleagues in the media, Mr. Jeffrey years ago, Lindy, and was Ladies and gentlemen, we in support roles, Manila the program is supporting on the back. So this is why I'm also here to support. First, I'd like to say congratulations to the compassion. We have the same regions for those that will even celebrate you. I think as we celebrate, and for professional is involved in all of us are not station in your story. And as we tell your story, the story of the radio station. The radio station has been that committed to God. That radio station is parenting about a long time about the sustenance of the journalists at that radio station. So if the radio station continues to say when they see a lot of good news, do not tell the story without including the radio station. The radio station is also an integrity outcome. The Lawrence we expect that we get our certificates and the radio station will celebrate with Emmanuel. Emmanuel, it's a challenge. As the Honorable said, we should not, those of us who are older and I'm excited that you are wearing costumes now, you see? Those of us who are wearing costumes should not disappoint you. We should talk to our friends, diplomatic people, all of our partners, to make sure that the personal commitment can be actualized abroad, so that we can get good out of Emmanuel, so that we can put Emmanuel into some accelerated school system abroad that will groom him into a good person that will make all of Emmanuel. Thank you very much. All of this is easy, but this one I have to make a speech. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much. But the protocol for the corners will be the platform guest and our honoree, and after that we will take our integrity icons and the honoree. After that we will have our judges and our other guests, along with the honoree, and then all of us can join in. Thank you.